So this is gonna be real quick, okay? It's giving sombrero. I don't know. Got some sunnies. Ooh, I'm feeling these. These are cool. This is what I really was excited about ordering because I feel like it gives Cuba. I feel like it gives cheap. I don't know. It looks cheap as hell, but I think it's kind of cool. I guess we don't look cheap. Ooh, swim. That's what I was really getting excited about. Also, here's the skirt. And here is the... I don't even have time to try it on. I'm about to do my nails. Got this short set. I got a lot of sets for this trip and a lot of this color and beige. No, I feel like this is about to eat. It's gonna be classy. Hopefully it doesn't give pajamas. That's the only concern. A phone case. Here's the other swimsuit. Ooh. Here's the bottoms for it. And here's the whoop-de-whoop. I'm really excited about this one. An orange. They stamped it while it was in here. Well, it's printed. But here it is, cheetah. Love me some cheetah. This one will be cute for my next trip. I hate how it has this little thingy on it, but thought it was kind of cute. Ooh. Ooh. It gives Tron Legacy. These are mad cool to me. These hit. Ooh. Material bra. Alright, that's all the stuff called. So I finally made it to Havana, Nana. And I'm not gonna front, getting into customs there looked a little bit, well, a lot of it scary. There was a lot of stray dogs and animals in the streets. And honestly, we stayed in the heart of the city and the airport was maybe 35 minutes away. I noticed along the drive, just, observations, there was a lot of people who, are transportation deficient or it's just super difficult for them to get around to places. But luckily, there's a lot of people who do have cars as well, and they'll usually hitch a ride. There wasn't a lot of tall buildings, but they had a lot of low rises and stuff, apartments. And in the area, of course, we stayed was not necessarily more touristy, but there was a lot more tourist homes. And of course, they start to look more polished as the ones you kind of see here. And if you can see our house, it was courtyard style, Spanish courtyard. And you guys, it's not the Four Seasons, but it was very comfortable, extremely clean, might I add. And this is our rooftop. It was 3 stories. But I was more intrigued with our neighbors because they had a freaking chicken coop up there. And I thought that was mad cool. So here's Chloe with more of the vlog.
Are we vlogging? Hi guys! Day 1 of Cuba. Look at here. We have the clouds, the water.
The neighbor, the room. El Barrio.
This is my room.
Everyone finally got to their Airbnbs and got settled, and we were all like, yo, let's walk around the neighborhood, let's see what the city's about, and let's grab a bite to eat. So that's just what we did. Not even into the first freaking course of the appetizers, I somehow get very nauseous, and I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna go back to the Airbnb, take me a nap, and then we can party until we need to go to sleep to go to our excursions tomorrow. Funny enough, though, after we all became very lit towards the end of the night, all the girls wanted beef with me. Like this video if you would love a story time to that. Everything is cool now, guys. We're all good. We were all just drunk. So here we go. I'm late to the party, but little do they know, liquor makes me go to sleep. From Havana, and our lovely tour guide Melvin gave us the tea on what to expect.
Like a kilometer from here. This is all like housing provided by the revolution to the people who, like, working class mainly.
Okay.
In the past 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Maybe beginning of the 90s, but with the years, everything has started to change. People have started their own small private business and all that.
Right.
Right now, you can find any kind of persons living here.
Okay. Like
wealthy,
all walks of
cool,
life.
all young, just like that.
Okay.
This is actually the biggest settlement of people in the province is going to be this one.
Oh.
The population of the capital city, the capital city of the province is around 2,100 persons.
Okay.
And most of the people who lived here since the 70s to the present, actually they belong to the working class. With the years, like latest years, things have changed a lot. But this was a community made mainly for people who were part of the working class. They have all the basic services here: school, stores, hospitals, everything that they're going to need here. Travel to some other countries, they import the products. When I say products, I mean sodas, cookies, candies, beers, and then they buy from those persons and they have their small stands over here. It's not that they're gonna get rich with this.
Just something.
Get by. Just get by. All those people you see standing over here, they're waiting for some kind of transport to go to Vinales.
Okay.
Could be private, state, just whatever they can get, because transport conditions are really bad in this area.
Okay. What is this here?
This is a military hospital.
Oh, okay.
This is a hospital. Actually, it is used for kids who are in the military service. They're brought here whenever they have some kind of illness or something.
Okay.
Because in Cuba, now that we're talking about that, in Cuba, military service is mandatory for boys.
Oh, okay.
When you turn 18, you have to go to the military service. Nothing like the army in the U.S. Right here, you go to boot camp for 45 days.
Okay.
The rest of the 2 years of the military, you spend those years like cutting grass or standing on guard somewhere. It's just like that. And there's even a branch of the military that actually they're devoted to produce food. That's mainly for kids who come from the countryside. They got the skills, they got the knowledge, so they're sent to these bases where they produce food. They grow the land, they work the land, and they produce food for the army.
Oh, okay.
And they're paid for that.
Oh, good.
Sometimes when you have a situation in your family, you're going to the military, but you live with your mom and you don't have any other source of income, they send you to that place to produce food because you're going to earn a salary like a common worker. In the past, being a member of the Communist Party was like a privilege in Cuba.
Right.
Okay.
When people thought differently to what they think, to the way they think right now. It was like in the past, like families were really proud when their kids would go to college and graduate from college. From university, I would say. From university, right? Mm-hmm. But if you were a homosexual or if you practiced any kind of religion before 92, actually you were like cited by society.
Any kind of religion.
Any kind of religion.
Yeah.
Catholicism, Afro-Cuban religions, Orthodox, whatever. Just like that. It was like that. But the Pope came to Cuba in 1992 and things started to change. Mm-hmm. And at present, Cubans, even when you didn't practice any religion, even when you didn't go to any kind of church, you always believe in something. Right. Mm-hmm. It's just like that. It is a fact. You need faith to live. Mm-hmm. That's the way I say it. Okay? But the thing is, just right now, it's quite common. Any kind of religion, and homosexualism, it's just like common right now. Okay. Like before that, they were like a little bit like cited by society, same as religion. But right now, it's quite common. Just like right here, it doesn't matter what kind of religion you have. It doesn't matter what's your your sexual preference or something like that. We all go to the same schools. We graduated at the same schools. We go to the same places to work. It's just like that. It's quite common right now. in television they talk about openly and things like that, and they address the topic on every TV show that they have here in Cuba about Cuban reality. They address it because it's just like one of the things that we have in society at present. It's quite common. It's just like that. Older women and kids, and to report those abuse, the abuse to the police forces or something like that, and then they will take action. But sometimes it happens like any other country. It is not like widespread. For us right here, pregnant women and kids, they're sacred to everyone. Trust me, to everyone. Just like that. The thing is just like when children are abused or women are abused, sometimes men are abused as well when they're kids. Just like that. Just like the point is just like try to have those persons like reporting those crap, because that's just crap. It's just like that. And then, legal actions and all that. Legal action can be like extremely hard on that, which is a good thing. I agree with that. It's just like that. Look at from close right now. Okay, you see all the holes and all the vegetation.
Yes.
Probably you're asking, how come they have vegetation on the rocks over there? Because the thing is, rounded tops. When it rains, it contains the water in the top, and then the water starts filtering through.
It was very interesting
the rocks.
seeing how the landscape changed over the 2-hour drive. And then Melvin was also saying, like, the bridge we're riding over in this moment, when the Soviets had control over Cuba, they were intending to make all of these freeways, but it never materialized.
Fruits and all that. But the tables over there, it's just, they offer food
Black
over
beans
there.
and stuff.
So if somebody wants to go there and sit, have lunch over there, it's going to be great for them. Yeah. They have 4 tables. Maybe they will serve 1, maybe 2 today, maybe none. So it's just, they need another way to get by. Of course, they need to file for permits and taxes and all that. It is not like, they have inspectors that go around the place.
Oh my God. Oh, look at the pool.
Viñales, the town is going to be right there. Okay? It's a colonial town founded in 1878. But in 1978, the revolution actually declared that the town of Viñales would be a national monument. So imagine, national monument, national park. And then in 1999, UNESCO declared that the Valley of Viñales was going to be a cultural landscape for humankind. Okay, imagine all the requisites to live, build, work in the Valley of Viñales. You see it right there, the mountains are really different from the mountains you had on the freeway. And the reason would be that the Valley of Viñales was actually the bottom of the sea 190 million years ago.
Oh.
According to scientists, these mountains started to emerge from coral reefs at the bottom of the ocean during the Jurassic period. Okay?
Oh, wow.
This is a different kind of mountain that we call mogote. And these kind of mountains in Cuba, you're only going to find them here. That's one of the things what makes Viñales unique in Cuba. So when people come over here, they see this kind of rounded mountains like limestone.
Because I was just wondering that.
Yeah. Limestone formations, okay, with vegetation on the outside. It's solid rock on the outside, but the inside, because of the erosion of the water throughout the many millions of years, actually they have a lot of caves and convents in there.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier with the cave.
At Papita's place, when we get to the last place today in the afternoon, they have a cave over there, and then you will have the possibility to see Mogote on the inside.
Okay.
Okay? So people usually, when they do tourism, they go to town and they go in that direction. We're going to do the opposite. We go to town because the road goes there, but then we're going to come this way over here.
Okay.
And that's where we start like walking, getting money, horses, drinks, and things like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
A royal national tree of Cuba.
I mean, food is right there, but we don't have the money to buy it. So it's just like, unless you go to another country.
So our first stop, we were able to have the most amazing pina coladas with fresh honey from a beehive at this woman's home. Shout out to her. And we heard the story about the healing woman with the healing waters from the springs in the area. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Hey.
Yes.
She's trying to give that to me. I'm not driving, but I'm working. That's the vitamin R. Okay.
Oh, yes.
You just, oh, sorry, that's mine. This is mine.
Me le dije que te lo revuelven para salir la canela.
Okay.
Y el ron es al gusto de ellos.
So the thing is just like stir it well because you have honey all over the place right here. Hard to believe that Antonica Izquierdo, which was her name, actually she had been gift the gift of healing through the water of the spring. Okay. Sí. Seríamos 11 y yo 12. Uh-huh. So imagine at that time she was considered like, oh, Antonica Izquierdo, she's a healer. Okay, and it was a community thing at first, but then people started spreading the news, and people started to come from town to this place over here to be healed by the water. Not just with fever, with any kinds of disease. So they will come here, they will see Antonica. Eh? Yeah, you're gonna be able to get the water. Yanni.
So,
I don't know. I took like 6.
about to ride a horse. Now we're off to see Pepita and Renee at their farm. Some of the sweetest people I've ever met. Coffee. All of this is coffee and mango trees. We learned with Pepita how they usually do their harvest and that the government usually takes away 90% of their crop for, the country.
Hurricane over a year ago, September 2022, they had over 1,000 plants. But after the hurricane, y después del huracán?
Y bueno, después del huracán nos quedó un 40, un 50%.
Actually, they were only able to keep 40 to 50%. Let me tell you something. When you plant coffee, for the plant to be fully productive, it could go like 3 to 4 years.
Todos los años tenemos una temporada de huracanes, del 1 de junio al 30 de noviembre. Y casi siempre recibimos amenazas. Pero en 2008 tuvimos uno que nos llevó todo.
Yo les dije que te habían tumbado la casa.
La casa, todo. Y ahora en 2022... el techo y el café de nuevo. En aquel momento tuvimos que pasar como 4 años para poder recuperar todas las plantas.
So the thing's just like we always have the menace of hurricanes here in Cuba. It's quite common in this area. Like hurricanes come here, they hit Cuba, and then they go to Florida, and they hit Florida. It's like a passage to go to Florida. It's just like, but she says like 2008 was terrible. Remember, I told you they lost the house and everything, and they lost practically the whole plantation, and it took them 4 years to get back on their feet. And right now, with the one before last year, 2022, actually they kept only 40 to 50% of the plantation.
Wow.
Así que ahora ya tenemos unas cuantas ya estamos a plantar, pero eso lleva mucho tiempo.
They have been replanted, but actually it takes a long time.
Yeah, for the fruit to come back.
La cosecha no es buena en este momento porque sufrió graves daños. Entonces está como loco el café, porque mira, lo hay verde que ya tenía que estar maduro en este tiempo. Pero que las flores son a últimos de febrero, principios de marzo. Pero ya hay flores. Esas son aquellas que no producieron el año pasado, ¿eh?
Y que están saliendo ahora, que están retrasadas.
Están retrasadas. Entonces mira cómo tenemos flores.
That was what I was telling you on the way to the cave. Like flowers right now, this is crazy. She says like coffee right now, still green coffee. That's crazy.
Quedaron traumadas.
It's just like probably the trauma from all the hurricane. Everything has been delayed. Like she's not supposed to have flowers right now. She was supposed to have like red coffee to take it out, all from the plant right now.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's like everything is delayed or out of season. I don't know. When I was going there, I said, well, flowers. I came here like 6 days ago, and there were no flowers in the plants. Wow. Right now, today, you see flowers. It's crazy.
Ahí donde nos damos cuenta que la naturaleza anda como un poco.
She says that's when we realize that nature is like going a little bit crazy.
De 6 meses y medio a 7.
6.5 months to 7 months. Why? You go to the office that regulates, coffee production and agriculture in the area and all that, and they tell you the check is not ready. Come next month. Probably you've seen in Havana, more lines of people on the ATMs. Because practically there's no cash at the banks.
Wow.
Not even Cuban money. Dollars, forget about money at the banks. Forget about dollars at the banks. Cuban money, practically they don't have any money. So it took her 6-7 months last time to get her check. Or to get her money on the hands, just like that.
Which is mad cool. A shell within a shell, and it smells like jalapenos.
Okay, let's talk about good things. She's going to do the dance, and she starts like.
Me canso. Y lo que hago es, mira, René, René y René.
Like you mad at your man.
Let me get something
No,
over
no
here.
hay, y el otro no hay.
Oh, right here. So this is going to be the first result.
Estos son los que se usan para...
So you see the seeds over here? When you separate the whole thing, this is going to be the seeds.
Oh.
Okay.
This is actually where you're going to roast.
Oh, those are the
That
roasted
doesn't break.
beans.
That doesn't break. You can hammer it like really hard. It doesn't break.
Ya está listo para tostar.
This is ready to go to, magic happens over there. Roasting happens over there.
Oh, still in that area over there.
It's just like right here in that bowl over there. In that bowl over there.
Wow.
This is their machinery right here. Ven pa' aquí,
Okay.
papi. Put the coffee here. She says this was Renee's wedding present to her. Like,
Oh my
they had
God.
to peel one by one. It would be like putting the coffee in the center and hit it here with a hammer.
Wow. It's doing
First,
a
it's
really
going
good
to be
job.
like slow because you don't want to go, out of the.
Dale, Mepi, dale.
Whenever she knows I'm coming here, she puts more coffee in there.
I'm screaming. Smart woman.
Free hand labor. Yeah, dice que eres una mujer inteligente.
Si yo sé que él viene para acá hoy, yo lo llevo hasta por aquí.
Yes, if we knew I was coming today, she would feel it over here.
All the way there. Wow. And those are like all the shells just coming off. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
Papi, no ponga la mano ahí, tú estás loca. Don't put your hands over there.
Bottle right there, look.
Wow. And so how do you just scoop it out just to get it out, basically?
Yeah, she's going to
Okay.
show you. Like with the breeze, let's try to get out of the way because
Es
it's,
para separarlo lo hacemos.
it's just it's going that direction.
Mm.
So the wind is coming from this direction. They just like get the wind kind of here. For the last 7 years, that they can actually bring a fan over here with an electric cord, and they can do it
Y
like
bueno,
that.
cuando no hay brisa, René tiene que soplar ahí. porque
And
no-
when there's no wind, Renee has to come and blow the coffee, just like that.
Y
Okay.
bueno, aquí estos niños bailan un bailecito ahí.
See, this is the dance. Chloe, please.
Que se llama el baile.
What was the song?
Yo.
Chloe, oh. Well, actually, it is their pilong. It is actually the pilong. It is something my parents used to dance on the 70s and 80s. Okay.
We are about to go into the cave. This is crazy as hell. We are in a cave. Is that a cable? Like, what is that? The cable?
Oh, me están preguntando qué cosa es eso.
Kayla said
Water coming from where? From the aquatics, from the springs.
Oh.
Papita's condition to marry him.
yeah.
That's his. He's
Oh.
honoring her with that. Okay.
Period. I know that's right. A man. A real man.
Dice un hombre de verdad.
Yes.
Un hombre de verdad, dice. ¿Qué largo tiene? ¿Qué largo tiene?
1800 metros.
It would be 1800, it would be 1800 meters to
Okay.
get the water from the aquatics by gravity to the house over here. Yeah, it's connected. It's connected all the way to the springs over there, in the top of the mountain over there.
This rock literally looks like wood.
Sideways, yeah. Like, Ahí está. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Step on the rock, ahead of you. That's it.
Cave dwellers. Avenite.
That's an ancient type of seed creature.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, can we see it through the...
That is so cool. A coral reef that
It never turned into limestone.
it never turned to limestone. Oh wow! I thought it was gonna feel slimy.
Look how clear it is. Like,
Different kinds of rock, actually they determine different geological age on the cave.
Wow. So
Preliminary visit of the scientists say that this could be an animal related to the Etosaurus. Okay.
Oh.
Probably the size of this one could be 3 to 4 meters and probably weight 2 tons. That's all they know so far. And they estimate the age of this. Let's see what's.
oh god.
¿Tiene para matar la avispa? ¿No sé qué pica alguien, René? ¿Una avispita ahí?
right there.
Sorry.
Hey, look. You don't upset
It was.
Oh my God.
Okay, careful. Just let it go.
Eso no me lo he visto.
Says it's
What are
not
you
a
even
wasp.
doing in here?
It
Ain't
says
no
it's not a
food in
wasp,
here?
it says.
Okay. I'm leaving alone.
So the thing is just like,
So horny.
no, nothing like that.
Oh my God.
Nothing that sticks or bites.
That's mad cool.
So you take your photos and you can show it to the people later over there.
All right, like
Most. Right.
No, it's really difficult to get
No, I'm
here.
joking.
It's just really difficult.
That's how we see each other. And then the feed.
Actually,
Oh, wait,
right
let me come
now,
over a little more.
the guy who came to do the first research, actually, he came, the credit for discovering
Mad
it.
cool.
And he says he's going to look for funds from the government to come here and keep up digging the place. Really? Because they expect to find a head or something like that.
Oh wow.
now we're on our way to go see the most interesting man in all of Cuba.
Oh, why are you gapping like this? Oh. I'm like bugging. Sweet potatoes.
It's a sweet potato.
Black bean and cornfields. They mix them together. Oh, look, another one. Hi, baby. Oh. Oh. Oh, so much milk.
Melvin was telling us that all the lions know based on how they tag them, but they're free to roam through all of their bodies.
Look at him. He's hiring. I'm screaming. The way inflation is, I need to do a part-time job up here.
He says like probably he doesn't have any money, but he has a lot of cigars and vitamin R.
There we go. He knows how to party.
Yeah.
Tradición de familia, de no máquinas, no tractores, no químicas. Se trabaja con las manos y los bueyes.
He says
Ooh.
like right here they have a tradition of not using machinery, no chemicals.
Right.
So right
Right.
here they work with the hands and the oxen and the plows.
Love
Just
it.
like that. Actually, when you check his hands,
Yeah.
like these are the hands of a working man, not these hands over here. Just
I'm like, his hands are soft though. I was like, he has baby soft hands. Nombre?
El francés.
Francés. Why? Wait, how do you say like why?
¿Por qué?
¿Por qué? Al francés. ¿Por qué al francés?
Porque eso es, mi bisabuelo vino de Francia pequeño
Uh-huh.
y se quedó regado en Cuba aquí. Y estuvo, los hijos, preñó a la mujer 12 veces.
Wait, okay, you'll translate. Okay, yes.
Y así la tradición del francés. Y tengo un hijo que le dicen el francesito.
So it just says like my great grandfather, he came to Cuba when he was a kid.
Uh-huh.
So this is his words, not mine.
Okay.
He knocked his wife up like 12 times. Okay, and they started passing the name, like the great grandfather to the father to the
Okay.
grandfather to him, and then he has a kid that people call him el francesito, like the little French guy.
Yes.
Just like,
Es la misma tradición.
Oh, tradition.
ahí está.
Aquí nosotros no vamos a la escuela.
Uh-huh.
Ni tomamos el café de la tienda por la mañana aquí. Lo primero que se hace es ordeñar una vaca. Se cocina un jarro de leche. Y don Pepe, mi suegro, tiene 89 años, es el que hace el café por la mañana. Tomamos la leche y después un café fuerte, café criollo. No café de la tienda, eso aquí no se toma. Es fuerte. Y el primer tabaco después de la leche con el café.
I'm screaming in this
Te
coffee.
tiras alguna bala aquí y el relevo aquí.
So what he says is like probably
Right.
talking about the routine in the countryside.
Yeah.
Like his father-in-law, Don Pepe, he's 89 years old. He's still working the land with him. Okay. He married his daughter. They got their lands together, and now they work together. The thing is just he's in charge of making coffee in the morning, real coffee, not 25%
5%.
coffee. It's just like real coffee, not the coffee from the bodega.
Okay.
No way. It's just like that, real coffee. And he says the first cigar in the day he dips it in coffee. 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Just like they milk a cow,
Yeah.
they prepare some milk, then they drink the milk, and then the first cigar of the day is going to be like soaked in coffee.
Wow.
Dice que cuántos te fumas al día?
6, 7 tabacos.
6 or 7. Well, you understood that because you understand Spanish.
Yeah.
6 or 7 cigars. Like, so normally he says like, what? 6 or 7.
They like us in Atlanta. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Primero temprano con el café.
First one, really early in the morning with the coffee. He calls these bullets.
Bullet.
So he says he goes to work with some bullets on the pocket, okay? And the spare right here. Okay,
Period.
whenever they run out of bullets,
They roll them.
Roll 'em.
oh, that's the way it works.
No te puedes quedar sin balas porque te matan.
So you cannot run out of bullets because they're gonna kill you. It's just like that.
Sí, don Pepe, ¿no viste a don Pepe en el camino?
No lo vi, no lo vi.
Don Pepe es el suegro mío, 89 años, pero ya él a esta hora va a almorzar y después se acuesta con un tabaco.
Well, Don Pepe's, I got a picture of Don Pepe here. Yo tengo una foto aquí, chico.
Ah,
Now that you said it, this is Don Pepe. This is his father-in-law.
Oh, he's so cute.
89 años.
You can pass it. You can
Oh,
pass it if you want.
perfect.
Trust me, he stole his daughter from Don Pepe like many years ago. Estoy diciendo que le robaste la hija a Don Pepe hace unos cuantos
Sí,
años.
en la ventana.
Through the window, okay?
A las 12 de la noche.
12 in the night, he stole a daughter, right? Right now, they're
God.
friends. They're friends right now, but at that time, le estoy
No.
diciendo que ahora son amigos, pero que en ese entonces...
Oh, andaba don Pepe con el machete, ¿eh?
So Don Pepe would go around with a machete just
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Eso hace muchos años.
That was many years ago, he says.
Dile que tú aquí es un secadero de tabaco, que esto en el mes de julio estaba lleno completamente. ¿Ves?
Ajá.
Ese tabaco, pero ya se nos bueno. Y se le vendió en el mes de julio el 90% al gobierno, de la hoja de tabaco seca al gobierno.
So a drying barn, like I told you before, okay? The tobacco they still keep drying here just for you to see some tobacco. Because right now you don't see a plantation. They're planting tobacco right now.
Right.
Maybe in 2 weeks that tobacco is already going to be growing. But it's just like this is tobacco. You can touch it, you can feel it, you can smell it. He said in July that the barn was full, but that was the time in which they sold 90.
This is winter?
Yeah,
This is winter.
This is supposed to be winter. Okay.
Supposed
So he
to
says if
be.
you want to plant to help him, you can stay here if you want.
Sí, pero es imposible una a una. Aquí se prepara un cantero, el semillero es 1 metro de ancho por 10 de largo, 20. Se riega la semilla con abono orgánico y se tapa con hierba seca por 15 días, porque el sol puede matar la semilla.
So the thing is just like, as you can see, they're too small,
Yeah.
so as to be planted one by one. So they just prepare pieces of land, 1 meter by 10, or 1 meter by 15 or 20, depending on the amount of land you have. And you just have to scatter the seeds all over that
Yeah.
place. Okay, it's gonna be wet,
not taking
and then
that
you're going
shit,
to put straw on top of the seeds. So this,
Wow. Oh, wow.
Can I take these to my dad?
you can, no problem with that.
To us.
You have a little bit, a little
Wow.
piece of paper or something where you can put some. Frase que ustedes
Four on the
hacen.
ground.
Eso no se
I was
bota.
trying to figure out what part you was
Se
about to
recoge,
roll.
se pone en agua por 15 días para fumigar el tomate, la fruta, los frijoles. Eso es muy bueno.
So they don't throw this away. Actually, when you have a bunch of this, you put it in water. 15 days, it's
Okay.
going to stink like hell when you open that thing. But it's a great pesticide for whatever crop you have there.
Oh.
Beans, whatever. They call it, ¿cómo se llama?
Wow.
Tabaquina.
That's the name.
Tabaquina.
That's the name. Okay, so
Wow.
they don't throw anything away. Trust me.
Dile que para hacer un tabaco, 3 partes.
3 parts.
Mira, esto se le dice la tripa.
So la tripa would be the filler in a cigar. It's going to be 3 parts when you want to roll a cigar.
Esto el capote y esto la capa.
Capote would be the binder, and la capa would be the wrapper. Okay?
Es muy fácil.
He says it's really easy. That's what he says.
Toda la vida haciendo tabaco.
His entire life like rolling cigars.
Decía mi abuelo que a mí me parieron debajo de una mata de tabaco.
His grandfather used to say that he was given birth below a tobacco plant.
Right. I know that's right. He said easy. Right. It just stuck. He didn't have to lick it.
Eso.
Oh. Honey?
Miel.
Miel. He doesn't like people to call it honey. Okay,
Okay.
it is miel.
Yeah.
The lady told us.
He glues the cigar with that. That's what they do. They have honey, they glue the cigar
Oh,
with
I
honey.
know that's right.
Some
It's not
people
the
use
burn.
starch.
Legal.
Some people use starch, he uses honey. To glue the cigar.
Eso se pega con la miel.
So they glue it with miel. Took the cigar again. It's like, like, he does it. So the cigars are ready made. I guess that's what he said. The cigars are ready made.
Esto se le dice el rabo cochino.
So he calls that el rabo del cochino, like the big tail. Okay? And actually, that's one of the differences between the cigars produced by the locals and the cigars produced by the factories.
Mira, nosotros en campo y le damos
Oh,
candela,
right.
pero no es bueno porque está muy húmedo. ¿Ves? En la casa ponemos en un papel por 24 horas y el papel le chupa la humedad, como esto.
So he
Vamos a
says,
darle 1 hora.
first part, I'm not even going to translate it. You saw it. Like, that's what they do in the film. Okay? But right there, they have to light the cigar many times because the cigar is kind of like humid. So at the houses they have newspaper stripes. They roll the cigars with those. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. That cigar's going to be like sleek and dry like the rest of the cigars. Okay? So he's gonna give you cigars for you to try right now. Okay.
You can't even see the skin.
Okay. And let it out.
Are you pulling it? Take a picture.
Oh, that'd be a real one.
Suck it in. Yeah, it's burning.
I have not.
Remember? Yeah, she's just like.
I know I'm not supposed
Light it first. Light it first.
Okay.
So
Light
you're
it first.
focused on the cigar.
Okay.
No, it's just like once you get it into your mouth, light it first, then you take your video. Because
Okay.
you might need to focus on that. Get it into your mouth. Teeth, and then you're going to smoke that.
I like this.
Relax. You got it. Now, from time to time, you take a couple of sips, and then keep the smoke into your mouth.
Okay. I guess I'm doing this right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is tasty. I like this.
Actually, it's just sometimes when you smell cigars in some other countries, it smells like really strong, or it tastes like really
like
strong.
it's chemically.
Yeah, this is not
blend of
that.
this.
Yeah.
It's just the blend.
This isn't that.
I see why my daddy be.
Right.
Why my daddy be sitting on the porch.
This is.
It's burning. It's burning.
This how he be.
It's burning.
Oh, you supposed to do it. Yeah, I've been seeing.
It's burning too.
Bye, Bertie.
I'm on my feet.
Yeah.
All right, that is the end of day 1 of my Cuban vlog. I'll be breaking it up into parts. I really tried to shorten this as much as I could. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys for the next one.